Hello and welcome to today's reading. Today we are getting messages from your ancestors. We have 3 groups to choose from. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I will show you the cards up close. So for group number 1, the card is number 50, Soul Retrieval, Wholeness. For group 2, card number 17, Sacred Tears, Expression. And then for group number 3, we have card number 20, Storytelling, Connection. So use your intuition, see what card is calling to you. There will be timestamps and chapters down below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1. You chose Soul Retrieval, Wholeness. This is from the Sacred Medicine Oracle, and we're going to start out your reading looking in the guidebook, and then we're going to draw some more cards for you. So what messages do your ancestors have for you? There are moments in life when we break, where trauma gathers, and it seems as if we will never feel whole again. This is an inevitable part of life, and the shattering of our soul allows us to drop down to feel the depth of our humanity. This card asks you to call to mind an event that occurred in your life when a part of you split off to protect you from the extent of the pain. That moment is calling out to be reclaimed and to be seen and held with tenderness. Take a moment to remember. It might come to you in a vision, a body sensation, or an auditory message. You now can welcome this fragment home. Please know that your guides and ancestors are here. Owl is guarding your space, and the missing piece comes back in a healed form. This fragmented piece moves back from the ethers through a stream of divine cosmic light, for all of creation holds a vision for you to be whole. As it enters your space, it feels like a breath of fresh air, a bright spark of expansive energy entering your body. Take a moment to notice where it settles, and then add your breath to it to root it within you. Breaking apart always allows for the possibility for light to enter, making you even stronger at the places you have healed. There's a ceremony here and a healing affirmation. Let's read the healing affirmation. As I welcome back the parts of myself that have split off, I surround them with deep care. So your ancestors are here today to acknowledge what you have gone through in your life and to let you know that you are so protected and they are with you. And you are really going through some healing right now. Some traumas happened in the past, and sometimes when that happens, we disassociate and we lose parts of ourselves. But through this healing you're going through right now, you are becoming more whole. You're going to start feeling more aligned. And I feel like you've gained so much wisdom through these experiences in your life, and your ancestors are really here to talk about how proud they are of you. There's likely a lot of changes that have gone on in your life, a lot of chaos, confusion, and they want you to know that, keep up the great work, the healing work you've been doing, because you are feeling more and more complete every day. Doing breath work will be really helpful too, like they were talking about, just imagining, like doing a meditation and imagining all those fragmented parts coming back to you. But I feel like just through the healing work you've been doing has been really helping you, and your ancestors are very present right now. The owl seems like it is definitely like your spirit animal right now, if you believe that. I feel like very present as well. I happen to have an owl card just sitting out right now too. Didn't plan that. Ancestors, what messages do you have for group number 1? This card. Inner space and universal knowledge. Look, doesn't it? It's like a face in the sky. And it looks like the third eye is being illuminated. Do you see that? It's like, yeah, you should be able to. Your third eye is opening at this time. I feel like your ancestors are really connecting with you. I mean, through this whole process, your soul retrieval, the healing work you've been doing, I feel like you've been becoming more aligned, like with your purpose, but also like your chakras, and you're becoming more open and perceptive. And you're getting intuitive knowledge, you're getting downloads, messages from your ancestors, universal knowledge. I feel like now that you've been retrieving the fragmented parts of you, there's like, and you're feeling whole, there's more, and you've healed and let go of traumas, you've let go of things that no longer serve you. There's now this inner space within you to accept this new knowledge, to accept the spiritual gifts and other gifts you have, other talents, and natural abilities that have been kind of tucked away. Now they're coming out. I feel like you're really going through maybe an awakening of sorts, and your third eye chakra is very open. Your intuition is very strong. I want to look in the guidebook for this one as well. When you are ready to receive higher spiritual wisdom, you must prepare your mind for it. Working with your spirit guide through meditation and clearing any chaotic thinking will ensure you are ready to work with the highest aspects of spiritual wisdom. Your spirit guide and your ancestors are working hard to get you there, so you must work with them and create a good inner space. Work on yourself now and prepare for new knowledge and opportunities to follow. We were talking about chaos. You know how things have been chaotic and you've been doing this healing. One way that will really help, we even mentioned meditation, but this is confirming it, or reiterating that, is that meditation and clearing your mind will be very good for you. Letting go of things that could be draining your energy, that don't seem aligned anymore with you. Letting go of negative thoughts, bad habits. Break the cycle of patterns, like maybe with toxic relationships or habits. Really make sure you're consuming content that doesn't depress you, or, not watching the news all the time, sleeping well, having more quiet time and time in nature. I feel like will really help give you clarity and also strengthen your intuitive abilities and gifts that are being heightened at this time. Mm-hmm. Ancestors, what messages do you have for group number 1? Thank you. Gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. I feel like you have gone through a lot, you've grown a lot in recent times, and your ancestors are really proud of you, like we've said, but they want you to appreciate yourself as well, to be grateful for what you have, what you've been through. I can see that there's been hard times. We've talked about that, but this is helping you grow, and it's actually like a blessing in a way, which sometimes can be hard to see at first, but I feel like you're about to, or maybe you have already started to see this, because it's giving you these spiritual gifts. I feel like you're now like stepping into a role of a healer. You're going to be able to help others. You're wiser, you're more experienced, and you can like navigate this world like through a different lens now, a higher lens. And your ancestors want you to be grateful for even the tough times in life, because they brought you to where you are now and where you will go. So being grateful, there's always something to be grateful for. Keeping a gratitude journal could be very good for you and really raise your vibration and help with the soul retrieval we've been talking about, and strengthening your psychic gifts, and really connecting you to higher realms, to your ancestors, to your guides. But you've really accomplished a lot. You've really grown so much, and with this gratitude practice, they really want you to start by being grateful for yourself, for all your experiences, for all your gifts. They're so proud of you, your ancestors. They love you so much. And you're really meant to do great things with all this knowledge you have. You're a healer. You definitely have this spiritual side to these spiritual gifts that are really going to be enhanced and growing from now on. And yeah. Are there any other messages that want to come through for group number 1? I feel like you're really about to be blessed with something. I already can see that you're being blessed with this strengthening of your third eye and strengthening of your psychic gifts. But there's something here with like new blessings coming through. Spirit, what are these? What blessings are coming? On the bottom, we have life lessons and growth. You will get through this. Ride the waves. You've learned so much and you're about to grow. I feel like you're, like, it's kind of like, feels like karma in a way. Like things are really, you've gone through a lot and you've healed a lot and you're raising your vibration and now you're about to like manifest something big. I can't like pinpoint it, maybe because it's a general reading. But I feel like your ancestors are trying to prepare you for this. So to practice gratitude, to, help with your ascension, make sure you're sleeping enough, drinking water, not putting junk into your mind or your body, meditating, especially doing soul retrieval meditations. You can look up guided ones on YouTube. But in really being grateful for all the life lessons and growth that you've gone through. You will get through this and you're going to rise above. So there's a blessing at the end of this. You're going to be gifted with some, like, your true purpose, your North Star is really, your Dharma is being revealed to you very soon, is what I'm getting for you, group number 1. But that concludes your short and sweet messages from your ancestors. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. I feel like longer form videos as well. I have a bunch of pick a cards and other content on my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. My email's down below if you would like a private reading. But yeah, I'm so grateful you're here, group 1. Hope to see you in the next one. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 2. You chose card number 17, Sacred Tears, Expression. So this is from the Sacred Medicine Oracle, and we're going to start the reading looking at the guidebook, and then we're going to draw more cards for you. So let's see what your ancestors have to say, what messages they have for you today. Did I kind of just rhyme there? I think so. Tears hold our sacred waters, memories, essence, and medicine. Today you are invited into a healing space by the power of spirit and the ancestors. They hold you, they see you, and they encourage you to express all that you have held onto so tightly. It's been a challenging time, and there is no shame in acknowledging this. Recall all the tears you have swallowed back or emotions you have pushed down. It's time for them to release. Raw emotions and feelings are a call for love. This card is a reminder that you are worthy of taking space and time to allow for all to pass through. Let your tears fall to the earth so your sacred waters can enter the soil. As we deeply feel, we can truly heal. This time of sadness and vulnerability is essential for you to move through so the next cycle can enter. The sacred tears that are held in your own body and spirit also hold the tears of your ancestors and relatives. When you shed them, you heal the past, present, and future generations. Your medicine waters bless the world. It's safe to express your emotions at this time. Release the grief and pain, for as you do, there is more capacity for joy and ease to flow. Affirmation: as I allow my tears to flow out of my heart and into the world, I heal deeply. So your ancestors really want you to have some release here. You've been holding in some emotions, and it's time to let them out. They really want to help you heal and move forward. And sometimes you might not be able to really pinpoint why you're feeling these emotions. But like the description said, we hold on to like karma and traumas from our ancestral line as well, and past lives even. So let it out. It's okay to cry. It's our way it's a way our nervous system regulates. When we hold it in, our nervous system gets like dysregulated, and it can affect other parts of our life. So I know a lot of families, a lot of cultures kind of taught us not to cry, big kids don't cry, you know, all those things. But that is not good advice, honestly. So what is it you've been holding in? Maybe you don't, like I said, you don't even know, but there's something here with letting it out. You don't need to do it in front of other people if you don't want to. And it might not even be tears. Maybe it's anger. Maybe if you can just like scream into a pillow when you're driving in the car with the windows up, let it out. Just releasing it. Maybe writing down everything that is on your mind and then like burning the paper safely or getting rid of it somehow will be a release for you. But a release of emotions that have been stored for a long time. It might be like the one thing that's kind of holding you back. You might feel like stuck or stagnant in some specific area right now, and you might be like, why? Like, what is being blocked here? Like, you know, maybe you're trying to have some wish fulfillment. I think that was the 17 is making me think of the star card, which talks about like healing and divine connection and wish fulfillment. So I feel like there's a blockage in your body, like from something coming in, and it's because you have all these this stored emotion and traumas. And once you release that, you're gonna have all this room within to bring forth whatever it is you want. This abundance, this new positive emotions, healing. So let it out. Some release is needed. Group number 2. Oops, I'm sorry. What messages do you have, ancestors? Ancestors, what messages do you have for group number 2? Oh, spirit healers and helpers are with you. Card number 11. So yeah, this is your ancestors are confirming they're with you. You might feel lonely sometimes, like no one's there for you, but your ancestors want you to know that they are always with you. Your ancestors, at least one, is part of your spirit team at this time. You might see 1111 often, or other synchronicities. That is your ancestor, your spirit guides, communicating with you and letting you know they are with you. They love you so much. This green is heart chakra, it's love. There's such a loving support team with you at all times, group number 2. And if you need something, it might seem silly if you've never done it before, like talking out loud. You can do it in your head too if you want, or journal, or write to them. Just ask them questions, like let them know how you're feeling. That could be a way to express it, you know? Maybe you can't cry or something like that, but like you just have all these thoughts and maybe they're racing in your head and you need to get it out. Talk to your ancestors, let them know. And I feel like they'll respond to you in signs and synchronicities. So really look out for that. Like repeating numbers, seeing feathers, birds, hearing certain songs. They're definitely communicating with you and letting you know they're with you. Always. What messages do you have, ancestors, for group number 2? Well, this came out in the last group. Thank you. Gratitude. Appreciating what's sustaining you. Kind of getting a different message with this group too, but I feel like your ancestors are really thanking you right now for the work you're doing for your ancestral line. You're really breaking some karmic cycles with your family, with your ancestry line, and you're doing a lot of like growth and healing that's going to help not only you, but your ancestors and future generations. And your ancestors are really thanking you because it's not easy to do that inner work. It's not easy to heal. It's not easy to acknowledge wounds, and even wounds that you don't understand because they're not necessarily yours. Your ancestors are so proud of you, and they're so grateful for all that you have done and all that you will do. Maybe you don't get told this enough in your day-to-day life, you know, but you are so loved. They're so proud of you. You've accomplished so much, and they're so grateful for you. No, it's a very loving message. It's a very loving energy I'm feeling right now. I feel like for a lot of people, this ancestor could have been someone you knew in this lifetime that you lost potentially, for some of you. And maybe that's why you felt like lonely and upset, you know, because it's recent, but they want you to know they're still with you. And they have been for multiple lifetimes. And they want you to keep up the good work, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Are there any other messages that want to come through? I feel called to look in the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Oh, I love this. The rainbow. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. With the tears, when you let the emotions flow, the tears fall. You know, like kind of like a storm. Like they're like clearing. You know, have you ever noticed like after a storm the air it's like clear and like everything seems greener, you hear the birds and stuff, you see a rainbow. When you let out all these stored emotions, you cried out, you know, after that there's going to be a rainbow. You know, you cleared out this energy and now there's something beautiful waiting for you. A rainbow symbolizes a new beginning. And look, sweet relief, a new way forward. I really feel like there's something that's been blocked, a manifestation, maybe just feeling stagnant. Letting out these stored emotions is going to break free something so you're able to move forward. You're going to see things in a different light. New opportunities are going to come to you. Things are about to get a lot better. So let it out, release what needs to go, and embrace the blessings that are coming to you shortly. And know that your ancestors love you and support you so much, group number 2. That concludes your short and sweet messages from your ancestors. I hope this resonated. I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And if you would like a private reading with me, you can find my email down below. But I'm truly so grateful you're here, group number 2. I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 3. You chose card number 20, Storytelling, Connection. Sorry, I'm going to take a quick sip of tea and then we're going to read the guidebook for this. This is from the Sacred Medicine Oracle, and we're going to see what your ancestors have to say today and then draw some more cards as well. Oh, I flipped right open to it. I love when that happens. Traditionally, winter was when we told our stories. Wisdom was passed down from one generation to the next during these times, and many of our teachings were passed down orally. This medicine card comes forward today to remind you of the potent stories your family history holds. In these stories, there are medicine ways, teachings of your lineage, and traditional knowledge that is waiting to be uncovered. This medicine card asks you to do some familial research at this time. Sit with an elder in your family and ask them to tell you their favorite stories. If this is not accessible to you, ask for the information to come through your dreams, visions, and inner knowing. Write down what you discover. Think about favorite stories of your childhood, the stories told you by your loved ones, and all the teachings passed down to you about your heritage. There is gold waiting to be mined there, and you're being welcomed forward as a wisdom keeper of family knowledge and tradition. Storytelling is a way to remember who we truly are, and this card is calling you home to your most authentic self. And then the affirmation is, the stories held in my memories are waiting to be revealed. I am a wisdom keeper for my lineage. Ooh, wow, interesting. So there are some things about your lineage, your ancestors, that you are not aware of yet. Or maybe you don't know the full story yet, group number 3. And your ancestors really want you to learn their wisdom, learn their history. Because there's something to be revealed. I feel like for a lot of you, you might be revealed that there's some like talents or abilities or gifts that run in your family. Maybe like intuitive or psychic gifts, for instance. Or maybe there's just some really inspiring people. And I feel like you're meant to discover something important that will have to do with your purpose. And then also you'll be able to pass this down to future generations. So like the description said, are there ancestors you can talk to? Maybe you've done those ancestry tests or have someone in your family like is all into looking up that family tree. Maybe if you don't have specific information about people, what about the cultures? Like, what countries did your family come from? There's something to be discovered that really seems important here. So time to do some research. And I think this will be really fun too, but you're about to discover something fascinating. I'm so curious. Let's get some more cards. I really feel like there's some amazing ancestors in your line, but like one specifically that is just definitely like a spirit guide for you. And they want to teach you their gifts that they have, you know, but you need to like discover it first. Wow, this came out in group 1 too. Inner space and universal knowledge. You can see here, the third eye chakra is lit up, and there's like a face in the sky. I feel like this is your ancestor trying to pass down some knowledge, some abilities. Third eye chakra. I feel like like I was picking up on, it's like an intuitive or psychic gift. Maybe you already kind of know, but I feel like there's more to it. Like some form of divination, healing abilities. There's something there. And you have the same natural abilities as this ancestor, and they want you to discover this so they can help guide you. And like I was saying, pay attention to your dreams. You know, because there'll only be so much you can find out about ancient ancestors and stuff. But I feel like there's also a message here that your ancestors are communicating with you also at this time. So make sure you're sleeping enough, you're paying attention to your sleep, and it was emphasized to write stuff down, right? So keep a dream journal, look for patterns, look for synchronicities in your life. I would really recommend meditating as well. They're really trying to send some downloads. You may be clairaudient, and that could be a skill or an ability you're starting to notice lately. And inner knowing as well. And claircognizant. Look, there's 2 20s here. Talk about synchronicities. 2020. Number 2, you could be seeing 222, 2020, 22. But that's definitely synchronistic there. But yeah, there's some ability, some psychic gift that you have that's been in your family for a long time. But maybe kind of like, because, you know, they used to, it's still, I mean, it's more accepted now. You know, the witch hunts and all of that have been going on since the beginning of time. I don't even know. But like, I feel like the abilities were kind of hushed, like pushed aside for safety back then, you know? So it kind of got lost as generations went by. But now that, you know, the planet's ascending or all and stuff, I feel like you're ready. You're like the one in your line to start embracing this family gift. Wow, this is fascinating. Ancestors, what messages do you have for group number 3? Wow, with a waterfall. Inner power, unbridled confidence, claiming your place. Yeah, you have some power within you, group number 3. And maybe you've kind of dipped your toes like we were saying, but I feel like once you find out about this, like more knowledge about this from your ancestors, what this gift is, you're going to feel more confident about it. It's like time for you to claim your powers and use them. Because I feel like you can do a lot of good with this. Help heal others, like be a spiritual mentor or guide or a teacher. Like it could be anything. This is a general reading, but it does seem like a spiritual gift in some sense. And your guides really want you to rise above and like look, even up here seems like a download connection to the divine, like looking up. And look at all these beautiful colors. It's time for you to claim your power and step up. Spending time in nature might help get you clarity. And wow, the bottom of the deck, ancient wisdom. The intelligence is within you. It is all within you. And your ancestors are just trying to bring it to light so you can strengthen this gift. So you can use it like for your benefit to help your life and the lives of those around you. So it's time to really clear out any distractions, like make sure your sleep hygiene's good, that you're, chatting with your current family, doing some digging, on your family tree, like really developing a spiritual practice, meditation practice, is going to help bring this intelligence, this inner power, this inner knowing to you. But I feel like you're really blessed with some gift, and that is the main message your ancestors have for you today, is they want you to be aware of this. And again, some of you might kind of know, and this is like their confirmation for you. So you can follow this. Like, I feel like you have an inner knowing already, and like maybe you haven't been going after it because you like don't realize how powerful it is, or you think it's silly or something, but this is your nudge from your ancestors to develop this, work on it, grow, learn all about it. Learn about your ancestry and the ones that came before you. Start developing a connection or a deeper connection with your spirit guides and your ancestors. Maybe setting up like an ancestral altar and meditating in every morning or whenever you can, and building up this connection with them. You'll get more and more messages and more clarity on what this is. But this is fascinating, group number 3. I'm so curious. You have to let me know how this turns out, if you're comfortable with it. But yeah, you are definitely blessed, and your ancestors really are trying to connect with you and let you know and help you strengthen your gifts. But that concludes your short and sweet messages from your ancestors, group number 3. I hope this was helpful and resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment, and my email's down below if you would like a private reading with me. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I love you so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, group number 3.